Pick the right truck and it runs 300,000 miles on oil changes and tire rotations. You'll drive it into the ground and still get a trade-in offer that makes sense. Pick the wrong one and you'll spend the next decade on a first-name basis with your dealer's service department, paying repair bills on a truck you're still financing. Consumer reports, NHTSA recall records, CarEdge 10-year cost data, and real owner complaint files tell you which is which, not opinions. The paper trail, 7 trucks, 3 to run from, 4 worth actually considering. And the worst one on the avoid list is currently under federal investigation because the recall fix isn't working. Let's start with what to stay away from. Worst number 3, Ram 1500 2025 to 2026. I want to be fair here. The Ram 1500 genuinely has the best ride in the full-size segment. That coil spring rear suspension is noticeably more comfortable than what Ford or GM put under their trucks. The interior at higher trims is legitimately good. None of that is marketing. The electronics aren't. Consumer Reports ranks the 2026 Ram 1500 last among full-size trucks for reliability. The specific problem keeps showing up in complaint after complaint. The instrument cluster going blank while driving, speedometer, fuel gauge, warning lights, all of it gone at highway speed without warning. That's not a software annoyance, that's a safety problem on a $60,000 truck. Battery drain, touchscreen failures, and features randomly cutting out round out a complaint list that's been growing since the current generation launched. Then 2025 brought a problem nobody asked for. Ram pulled the 5.7-liter Hemi 5.8, the engine that defined the brand for 2 decades, and replaced it with the Hurricane 3.0-liter twin-turbocharged inline-6. On paper, it makes better power and better fuel economy. In practice, it's a brand new architecture in a mainstream truck, and buyers right now are the ones running the durability test. CarEdge puts the Ram's 10-year maintenance cost at over $19,000. That's nearly $10,000 above the industry average, not $1,000, $10,000. If you want a Ram, get the 3.6-liter Pentastar V6. It's been in production long enough that the failure modes are well documented and mostly avoidable. Or wait 2 years for the Hurricane engine to prove itself somewhere other than your driveway. The ride really is excellent. Right now, that's the whole case. Worst number 2, Toyota Tundra, 2022 to 2024. This one is genuinely hard to talk about because we're talking about Toyota, the brand that spent 30 years making bulletproof reliability its entire identity. The previous generation Tundra with the 5.7-liter V8 earned that reputation honestly. Owner stories of those trucks crossing 400,000 and 500,000 miles aren't urban legends. They're documented. The engine just ran. Then 2022 arrived with the new twin-turbocharged 3.4-liter V6, and Toyota has been dealing with the fallout ever since. 2 separate recalls. The first in May 2024 covered 102,000 trucks from the 2022 and 2023 model years. The second in November 2025 expanded to 2022 through 2024 models, 113,079 Tundras plus Lexus models, totaling over 126,000 vehicles. Same cause both times. Machining debris from Toyota's manufacturing plant in Huntsville, Alabama, left inside engines during production. That debris contaminates the crankshaft main bearings. The bearings fail. The engine knocks, runs rough, loses power, or seizes. Sometimes at highway speed, sometimes with zero warning beforehand. Toyota still doesn't have a complete fix as of early 2026. In November 2025, they notified dealers about the ongoing problem. In December, they told owners. The second recall was issued before Toyota could confirm a reliable remedy, which is not something you expect to read about a Toyota engine. There's a post on a Tundra forum from a 2023 SR5 owner that went through transmission programming issues, load leveling suspension failures, loose interior trim, and then the engine recall, all in under 2 years. He didn't buy a lemon. He bought a first-generation redesign, which is a different thing. Toyota dealers are reportedly declining trade-ins on affected trucks. Resale values have moved. The 2018 to 2021 Tundra with the 5.7 V8 is still the right answer on the used market. That engine has 300,000-mile documentation behind it and none of the current chaos. The new twin-turbo is still working out what it is. You shouldn't have to be part of that process. Worst number 1, Chevrolet Silverado, 1,500 2021 to 2024 with the 6.2-liter V8. In April 2025, General Motors recalled 597,630 vehicles, full-size trucks and SUVs, all equipped with the L87 6.2-liter V8, built between March 2021 and May 2024. Read that number again, 597,630. The problem is manufacturing defects in the connecting rods and crankshaft components, the internal parts that keep an engine alive. GM's own investigation identified over 28,000 field complaints potentially related to these failures, including 14,332 involving loss of propulsion, 12 crashes, 12 injuries. No warning signs listed in the recall documents. The engine just stops. GM's fix made owners angrier than the recall did. If your engine passes inspection, dealers change the oil to a higher viscosity formula, install a new oil fill cap, and send you home. That's it. Owners on the GM Trucks forum called it a Band-Aid on a $75,000 truck. The language in some of those posts is not suitable for this video. NHTSA appears to agree with the frustration. The agency opened a federal investigation into whether GM's remedy is actually working, prompted by 36 complaints from owners reporting engine failure after the recall repair was supposedly completed. That investigation is still open. One owner documented his 2024 AT4X locking up at 7,500 miles, 7,500 miles, on a truck that hadn't even needed its first oil change yet. Owners whose engines fail inspection are looking at a replacement. Current wait times have stretched 4 to 6 months. That's 4 to 6 months of rental car costs on top of payments on a truck sitting at the dealership. An independent mechanic put it simply, the only 6.2 he'd recommend right now is one that doesn't exist yet. For current trucks, the 3.0-liter Duramax diesel and the 2.7-liter turbo 4-cylinder are the powertrains that haven't produced the same failure rates. If you see a 2021 to 2024 Silverado with the 6.2 listed at a price that seems too good, it's not too good. You just found out why. If you've been taking notes because you were looking at one of those 3 trucks, hit that like button right now, because the 4 trucks coming up are the ones that independent mechanics point people toward after they walk away from a bad decision. These aren't just reliable. A couple of them have ownership records that are almost boring in the best way possible. Stay with me. Best number 4, Honda Ridgeline, 2017 to 2026. I know what's coming in the comments. Unibody, 5,000 pounds tow limit, not a real truck. All of that is accurate. Here's what else is accurate. Consumer Reports has consistently ranked the Ridgeline as the most reliable pickup truck they test. Not most reliable midsize, not most reliable unibody, most reliable pickup truck in their database. The 3.5-liter J35 V6 is naturally aspirated, uses dual injection to prevent carbon buildup, and produces 300,000-mile ownership stories across multiple Honda platforms. Independent mechanics who have no reason to prefer any brand describe servicing it as routine in a way most engines never achieve. 81% of 2025 Ridgeline owners give it 5 out of 5 stars. That number is not normal. Owners praise the ride, the fuel economy at around 20 miles per gallon overall, and the fact that it requires almost nothing from them beyond scheduled maintenance. The practical features are honest and useful. In-bed lockable trunk storage that stays dry regardless of weather. Dual-action tailgate that swings out sideways or folds down traditionally. A ride quality that feels like a well-sorted crossover because under the body, it basically is one. Annual repair cost sits around $710. The full-size truck average is $936. The Ridgeline costs less annually than trucks in a category it doesn't even compete in. A guy on the Ridgeline Owners Club forum posted his 8-year ownership summary. Oil changes, tires, brakes, 1 set of wiper blades. That was the whole list. His neighbor went through 2 transmissions on an F-150 in the same period. They don't talk about trucks anymore. It won't tow a 5th wheel. It won't haul 2 tons of gravel. If you actually need those things regularly, it's the wrong truck. But if you've been honest with yourself about how you actually use a truck most days, this is the one the ownership data keeps pointing to. Best number 3, Nissan Frontier, 2022 to 2026. Here's a truck that almost never comes up in conversation, but consistently shows up in the data. The 2022 redesign gave the Frontier a 3.8-liter naturally aspirated V6 producing 310 horsepower, paired with a traditional 9-speed automatic. No CVT. That detail matters more than it sounds. Nissan's CVT transmission is the source of most of the brand's reliability reputation problems across other models. The Frontier has never had one. Every owner who's done their homework knows to check for that first. J.D. Power gives the current Frontier 82 out of 100 for reliability, right alongside the Tacoma, ahead of several competitors. Since the 2022 redesign, the most common complaint in owner surveys is rear seat legroom. Not the engine, not the transmission, legroom. Body-on-frame construction, traditional platform, genuine truck capability without the complexity that's haunting some competitors right now. It doesn't have Tacoma pricing, which on the used market right now is actually the point. A 2022 or 2023 Frontier with similar mileage to a comparable Tacoma runs $8,000 to $10,000 less. Mechanics who've worked on both describe the drivetrains as equals in terms of what they see and what they charge to fix. There's an owner who bought a 2022 Frontier specifically because, his words, nobody was fighting him for it at the dealership. He got a number below asking. 44,000 miles later, his only service records are oil changes and one set of brakes. He still doesn't understand why more people aren't buying these. Frankly, neither do I. Best number 2. Ford F-150 2024 to 2026 with the right engine. America's best-selling vehicle for over 40 years. That's not marketing copy. It's a buying decision made by millions of people who actually need a truck to perform. But the F-150 in 2026 isn't one truck. It's several powertrains with meaningfully different reliability records. Getting this part right matters more than the trim level or the color. The engines to specifically look for: the 5.0-liter Coyote V8. Naturally aspirated in production since 2011, refined across enough production cycles that the failure modes are understood and mostly solved. Owners routinely report 200,000 miles without major powertrain work. And the 2.7-liter EcoBoost V6, it's been in F-150s since 2015. Early complaints have been addressed. Current units have above-average reliability records and return around 19 miles per gallon overall, which is respectable for a full size. The engine to specifically avoid: the PowerBoost Hybrid. Consumer Reports has flagged it for reliability concerns across multiple model years. Complex hybrid system, battery pack issues, 10-speed transmission complaints. The fuel economy advantage doesn't compensate for the ownership uncertainty, especially once the warranty expires. Annual repair cost on the right F-150, around $788. The full-size truck average is $936. That gap is meaningful over 10 years. The aluminum body that truck buyers pushed back on when it launched in 2015 has proven itself. Less rust, better fuel economy, no structural surprises that hadn't already appeared in the ownership data by now. The ProPower onboard generator is genuinely useful if you work from a job site. Towing is class competitive. Pick the 5.0 or 2.7. Leave the PowerBoost for someone who hasn't run the reliability numbers. Best number 1. Ford Ranger, 2022 to 2026. Consumer Reports named the Ford Ranger the most reliable pickup truck in 2025. Not the most reliable midsize, not the most reliable compact, most reliable pickup truck they track. Full stop. The 2.3-liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder has been in production across multiple Ford platforms since 2015. It makes 270 horsepower in the Ranger. More importantly, it's been refined through enough model years that independent mechanics who've seen these engines at high mileage describe them as predictable, which in a service bay is about the highest compliment an engine can receive. The 2024 redesign added an available 2.7-liter EcoBoost V6 at 315 horsepower for buyers who want more. Both have the kind of documented production history that lets you buy with confidence. The sweet spot on the used market is the 2022 and 2023 model years, past the first redesign teething period, before prices climb as the reliability reputation becomes more widely known. The year to avoid use is 2019. The first redesign year had more electrical and sensor complaints than subsequent production settled into. If you're shopping used, the 2022 or 2023 is where the value is cleanest. Towing capacity reaches 7,500 pounds with the right configuration. Highway fuel economy runs 24 to 28 miles per gallon depending on powertrain and conditions. The 10-speed automatic had some early roughness that software updates and production refinements have largely resolved. Two owner accounts worth noting. One ran a 2019 Ranger, traded into a 2024, zero unscheduled repairs on either. Another mentioned that his wife takes the Ranger over her F-150 King Ranch for daily driving because it's easier to live with in traffic and parking. That second one says something specific. When someone who has access to a full-size truck chooses the smaller one for daily use, the calibration on what most buyers actually need is probably right. Consumer Reports. Most reliable pickup truck. 2025. Not a close call? Not a category winner? The overall designation. 3 trucks with documented reasons to walk away. One where 597,000 vehicles are recalled and the federal government is investigating whether the fix works. One where Toyota is still searching for a complete remedy 2 years into the problem, and one where the dashboard can go dark at highway speed on a truck you paid $70,000 for. 4 trucks with the data behind them. A Ridgeline whose owner's 8-year maintenance list fits in a sentence. A Frontier nobody fights over at the dealership, which turns out to be exactly the opportunity. An F-150 that earns its 40-year sales record when you pick the right engine. And a Ranger that Consumer Reports handed the top reliability designation in the entire pickup truck category.